Right. I'm going to begin just by asking, I mean, this is obviously such an ensemble film. I'm just wondering, when you're at the premieres for this and you're there alongside all the other kind of cast members, is it quite odd that you're kind of sharing this film and this experience with people that I guess you probably didn't meet at all during it?
I met Oscar and Olivia for a day. But yeah, it is a little bit, but it's quite lovely as well because we've all had this unique experience where it feels like we've all done a short film with Dan and then he's gone back in the edit and just like smushed it all together. So it is quite nice to have all these like really unique experience that all ties in fluidly with the film.
Does it make it quite enjoyable for you to watch back? 'Cause I guess so much of the film you're almost watching like we are, like an audience member.
Yeah, I shouldn't be here. I'm in it for 10 minutes. So yeah, I mean, it's great for me because I'm just watching a film.
And there's something too about the time period, because when I was watching it, obviously it moves so fluently between different eras. I mean, there's sort of like literally different generations, about 4 different generations across the movie. When is your story specifically set, and how much of it how much did that change about the way you approach it? Because I'm guessing it's slightly into the future.
Yeah, it's like, I think it was 2035, so I think it's, you know, like just under 10 years into the future. And I mean, we talked about like how fashion would have kind of evolved at that point, and I think there was talk of having like a really weird futuristic car at all, but I think it's really subtle and it's a bit of a stone's throw, so I don't think we wanted anything to distract too much. I mean, there's a line in the film that, you know, that says, because I'm smoking in it, and it says that, oh, I heard Vermont has made them illegal, you know, that sort of stuff, but not a lot.
I just realised when that line came out, I actually thought, oh my God, they've been made illegal in Vermont, but actually that's obviously not true. And also, I was wondering, how important is it in a film like this? Because I mean, that people go into it with a very kind of open mind, because it's a sentimental film, but
Yeah.
there are place for movies like this, and every now and again it's nice to go and see a film that does just sort of make you cry. But how important is it that people go into it without that kind of cynical mindset and just enjoy it for what it is?
I have to say, I love this movie, and I wouldn't be here if I didn't love it. And there's been many movies that I've done where I've tried to distance myself as much as possible from it, and you know, I really believe in this movie, and I think it's just wonderful. And you know, we had this reaction when we sat down at Toronto, where just the whole theatre stood up and gave like a 5-minute standing ovation. Everyone was crying. It was really, really beautiful. And I think, you know, it is lovely in this day and age to kind of leave something feeling a little bit more hopeful about life and love and the tenuous connections that you make with each other.
Because in my screening, I mean, all you could hear was people sniffling. It was one of those films where, I mean, you could just, and afterwards everyone kind of leaving, just sort of doing that.
Good.
When you watch it back, can you get emotionally caught up in it? Or is that quite hard? And also just across the course of your career, can you ever get involved emotionally in films that you star in?
Not if I'm in it for a lot of it, because I'm just kind of cringing and wincing and like hearing your voice on a voicemail and like, oh God, do I sound like that? It's just that for my whole face. But with this, just because I'm in it for, you know, a very brief period of time, it was lovely because I had no idea what everyone else was doing, so I just got to sit back and watch a movie.
Because I mean, yeah, cause has that got normal yet? When you go to, let's say, when you're in Toronto and you're watching this film up on the big screen, when you see yourself on the big screen in a room full of people, has that ever got normal yet? Or is that still kind of surreal every time?
Oh no, it's really surreal, and also because I mean, I try to look a little bit different every film, so I never really recognise myself, and you know, it's just, I don't know, it's just odd. It's really odd. It's kind of, you know, I don't know, seeing a picture of yourself from school and being like, oh God, I look like that, you know.
And just to go back a second, are you much of a crier? And if so, what was the last film that really got you, would you say?
On the plane coming over here, I watched the Robin Williams documentary and just like bawled like a baby. Also Altitude as well, but just, yeah, lost my mind a little bit.
I always cry. I cried during watching School of Rock recently on a plane. That's not even that sad.
But it is, all the children. So hopeful, so much to look forward to.
Did you get the chance to go to the cinema much and keep up with everything that's kind of out and stuff at the moment?
Yeah.
If so, what's the last sort of great film you saw that's kind of recently that's sort of coming out soon?
Oh, well, I've watched a couple of films that I've just... it's another documentary, Free Solo, about this rock climber who climbs mountains without any rope and climbs this huge mountain in Yosemite called El Capitan, and you see him, you know, doing this venture and, you know, talk about all the other people that have died before him, and it's just, I mean, your palms are sweating the whole time. It was really stressful, but really fun to watch.
And there's a scene in this when I think Oscar Isaac's with Annette Bening, and he says to her that he wants to do a Natalie Portman marathon of movies. I think it's just this one little moment. I was wondering if you could do a marathon of movies, if you had to, of any actress or actor, who would you most like to do?
I'd like to go back and watch a lot of, because I've not seen a lot of Robert De Niro's earlier stuff, which is, you know, probably bad to admit, but I'd like to go back and watch a lot of his stuff. That's it. Quite boring answer.
What was it like in this? You shared a screen obviously with Mandy quite a lot. What was those experiences like? That must have been quite, because he's such a wonderful actor.
It was lovely. It was for one day. Just one day of filming. Yeah, but it was really nice. He's a great actor, and it was my mum loves him. She's like, oh my God, Saul, you work with Saul. So no, it was really, and he's such a legend in the theatre world as well. So, you know, you've kind of felt that gravitas when you were acting with him.
Of course, you're in this. You're playing a musician, and we see a live performance at one point. What was that? You playing the?
Yeah, I would sing. Yeah, I mean,
singing. How do you feel about
two
that?
chords? Yeah. Just. How do I feel about singing?
Yeah, just like singing, because I mean, even though obviously you're an actor, there is a kind of odd thing where some people who are acting, they still find it quite sort of self-conscious singing in front of people.
Yeah, a little bit, but it's not supposed to be, you know, anything that good. So, you know, as long as I'm not trying to be, I don't know, Julie Garland, then I think this is fine.
So you won't be in the next A Star Is Born. That won't be.
Not a chance.
No. Thanks so much for your time. I'm actually going to leave this.
Oh, thank you. Cheers. Bye.